With the prospects of good wheat pasture for many places in Oklahoma this fall and winter, some cow-calf operators are going to want to use that wheat pasture as a supplement for even the mature cows as they go into the winter months. One of the ways to utilize that more efficiently is by what I call limit grazing of that wheat pasture. And by that I mean actually letting the cows graze on the wheat pasture for one day and then perhaps off on dry pasture, Bermuda or native pasture, for 1 to 2 days, and then let them back onto the wheat pasture again for their intake of that wheat pasture as a supplement. You know, a wheat pasture, when it's rapidly growing, will be something in the neighborhood of 25, maybe as high as 30% crude protein on a dry matter basis. And so when cows get a full feed of wheat pasture, it supplies a lot of the protein needs that they're going to need. Dry cows, those that haven't calved yet, those that are going to calve next spring, can get what they need in terms of protein by being on wheat pasture for 3 to 5 hours and then back on dry pasture and perhaps availability of some dry hay for a couple of days. So 1 day on wheat pasture, off on dry pasture 2 days. As those cows calve, if we're still going to utilize wheat pasture as a source of supplemental protein, then we probably need to let those cows have access to the wheat pasture a higher percentage of the time, at a minimum once every other day. 1 day on wheat pasture, 1 day back off on dry pasture. I like the idea of being out there to move those cows back off of the wheat pasture after 3 to 5 hours. You can observe them when they start to quit grazing, laying down, then that's the time to go ahead and move them off the wheat pasture, and I think we'll make better use of it. Also, you might consider strip grazing the wheat pasture to get even a little bit more efficient, especially if you have a limited amount of wheat pasture. It'll take someplace in the neighborhood of about 1 acre per cow if we're really efficient with the use of that wheat pasture as a way of providing protein supplement for a large part of their winter needs. I thought this would help in terms of giving the folks that can use wheat pasture an idea about how to save some protein dollars in terms of supplement by utilizing that resource that's available. We look forward to visiting with you again next week on Sunup's Cow-Calf Corner.